Using the powerful tools and data in Rategenie, you have complete control of your nightly rates for any date. While that might be the ideal situation for some, there will be users who desire a more hands-off rates management experience. Now you can get perfect pricing every day while letting Rategenie do all the work for you. Let's take a look at creating a new Genie strategy. From your dashboard, navigate to the left and click Strategies. Here you can create, edit, and duplicate rate strategies. You can also search for specific strategies by both strategy name and rental name. Moving your mouse over the different active rules for each strategy will reveal the details about each rule settings. Next, click the Add Strategy button at the top right. You will see different options available to start creating a strategy. First is Genie Strategy. This option allows you to complete the Genie Strategy wizard to create a new strategy. Rategenie will do all the work and decide what rates are best for your rental. This strategy contains numerous pricing considerations based on data pulled from multiple external and internal sources. The Genie strategy differs from the other strategy types in that it is created using a multi-step wizard. Next is Other Strategy. This option allows you to use 3 different strategy types available. Nightly rates can be based on the historical rate for similar rentals in your geographical region, change based on the occupancy of your rental, or remain constant for all dates. You can then adjust the nightly rate further using rules. When selecting the Genie strategy option, you cannot choose any of the 3 strategy types until after the strategy has been saved. Then you may make the change during an edit. Likewise, when selecting the Other Strategy option, you cannot choose the Genie strategy until after the strategy has been saved. This example would demonstrate how to create a rate strategy that Rategenie will manage for you. On the Create Genie Strategy model, fill in the required base rate, minimum rate, maximum rate, minimum night stay, and your weekend adjustment. Your weekend adjustment represents how much your weekend pricing will be impacted for your linked rentals. For this example, we'll set the impact to medium. Moving forward, click Gap Nights Rule. If you do not want to add the Gap Night Adjustment Rule to your Genie strategy, then click Last Minute Adjustment Rule to continue to the next step. If you do not want to add any more rules to your Genie strategy at all, then click Done. If you want to add the Gap Night Adjustment Rule to your Genie strategy, then fill in the requested information. You can set an adjustment fee or an adjustment percentage. Your adjustment fee is a positive or negative flat fee adjustment that will be made to the rates of the Gap Nights. Your adjust percent is the positive or negative percentage adjustment that will be made to the rates of the Gap Night. For this example, we'll set a negative 10%. Then your Gap Nights up to. For this example, we'll set the value to 5. Then the rule will apply to the gaps of 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 nights. Finally, we have your minimum nights. This is the minimum night stay that would be applied to the nightly rates in a gap. In the example here, the minimum night value is length of gap minus 2. That means if the gap is 5 nights long, the minimum night stay that would be applied to those 5 nights is the value of 3. When you're done, click Last Minute Adjustment Rule. Should you wish not to add the Last Minute Adjustment Rule to your Genie strategy, click the Advanced Booking Adjustment button to move to the next step in the wizard. If you do not want to add any more rules to your Genie strategy, click Done to exit the wizard. If you want to add the Last Minute Adjustment Rule to your Genie strategy, then fill in the required information. The night section is the number of nights starting from today that you want to adjust. Your adjust percentage, here you can set a positive or negative percentage adjustment that will be made to the nightly rates for the affected dates. For this example, we're setting a 10% adjustment. Then your minimum nights. Moving forward, click Advanced Booking Adjustment. If you do not want to add the Advanced Booking Adjustment Rule to your Genie strategy, click the Channel Adjustment Rule to continue to the next step in the wizard. If you do not want to add any more rules to the Genie strategy, click the Done button and return to the Strategies page. If you want to add the Advanced Booking Adjustment Rule to your Genie strategy, then fill out the required information. First, the number of nights. This is the number of nights in the future when the discount will be applied. In the example here, the first field has a value of 180. This means that the discount will be applied on nights 180, 181, 182, and so forth. Your adjust percent, this is the positive or negative percent adjustment made to the nightly rates. And finally, your minimum nights. This is the minimum night stay that will be applied to the nightly rates identified as advanced booking dates. When you're done, click Channel Adjustment Rule. If you do not want to add the Channel Adjustment Rule to your Genie strategy, click the Special Events rule to continue to the next step in the wizard. If you don't want to add any more rules to your Genie strategy, click the Done button and return to the Strategies page. If you want to add the Channel Adjustment Rule to your Genie strategy, fill in the required information. First, channels. This is the rental channel that will have the nightly rates adjusted. For this example, we'll choose Airbnb. Next, your absolute adjustment. Click here to set a positive or negative flat fee adjustment that will be made to the nightly rates from this channel. Your percentage adjustment is a positive or negative percentage adjustment that will be made to the nightly rates for this channel. For this example, we'll use absolute adjustment. When you're done, click Special Events Rule. If you do not want to add the Special Events Rule to your Genie strategy, click the Select Rentals button to continue in the next step of the wizard. If you do not want to add any more rules to your strategy, click Done and return to the Strategies page. If you wish to add the Special Events Rule to your Genie strategy, then fill in the required information. First, your distance. Your distance is the maximum distance in kilometers that the event will be from the rental location in order to adjust the nightly rates. For this example, we'll set 10 kilometers. Your impact determines how strongly an event will adjust the nightly rates for event dates. You have passive, moderate, and aggressive. For this example, we'll choose moderate. And finally, your category. This determines which kinds of events will be allowed to adjust your nightly rates. You can select more than one. When you're done, click Select Rentals. If you do not want to add any rentals to your Genie strategy, click the Complete button to exit the wizard and return to the Strategies page. If you wish to assign rentals to your Genie strategy now, then click the checkbox next to any rentals you wish to assign to the rate strategy. When you're done, click the Complete button to finish the wizard and return to the Strategies page. You can see here that your strategy has been saved successfully. Should you wish to add any additional rules to your strategy, from the Strategies overlay, click on your strategy, scroll down to Rules, then click New. You can click here to add a new rule to this strategy. The strategy rule will adjust the nightly rate according to the additional factors. Then select the rule you wish to add in the drop-down. As time passes by, or if your property management team is large, you will want to check the activity logs for your strategies to keep up to date on any changes that have been made to the strategy's details, rule settings, or assigned rentals. This will make it easy to correct any unwanted changes that might have been made. From your strategy overlay, navigate to the far right and click Activity Log. The activity logs will show an audit trail of the most recent updates made to your rate strategy.